NASCAR drivers get the glory for a win, but what happens at the pit stop can make the difference in winning or losing the race. The success of the pit stop relies on trust and the seamless execution of the specialized jobs of each team member. This is true for your team as well. The success of your team relies on trust. Ask yourself these 3 questions to see if you trust your team. Do you feel comfortable being honest with your team when talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly? Do you have confidence in the effectiveness of each team member's work? Do you involve your team in making the important decisions, not just the easy ones? If you answer no to any of these questions, there's a good chance you do not fully trust your team. Juan Pablo Montoya, one of the top racing drivers in his era, said, "Teamwork is the beauty of our sport where you have 5 acting as one." You cannot act as one if you don't have trust among your team. Trust is what moves your team through chaos. Trust doesn't mean things will never go wrong, because things will always go wrong, but trust allows your team to be stronger on the other side of the chaos. A pit stop may look like complete mayhem to an outsider, but it is a shining example of what teamwork looks like in action. Nico Rosberg, former Formula One race car driver, said, "A lot of people think Formula One is an individual sport, but it's not. The team is what makes it happen." So you may be thinking, my team can collaborate and work together. Isn't that enough? My answer is yes and no. Effective collaboration is absolutely key to success, but it does not take your team as far as true teamwork. So what is the difference in collaborating and working as a team? I created these visuals to help you better understand the difference. When collaborating, a group of people work together to accomplish a goal or solve a problem. They think and brainstorm together. Their ideas come together as one. There is no clear leader, and there is often give and take to get the final outcome. With teamwork, it is just the opposite. People work as one unit to accomplish the goal. Each member has a different job that needs to be carried out effectively to accomplish the goal. If one fails, the team fails. Think of a pit crew. A team needs a strong leader. On a team, members don't have to like each other, but they do have to respect each other's roles. Everyone has a different job, but they all have a common goal. As a pit crew member, your one and only goal is to get the car back on the track as fast as possible. So do you see the difference? It took me a while to see it myself, but once I did, I fully understood the difference in the two and why one is more powerful than the other. So now that you see the difference, let's talk about why trust is the #1 key factor to creating a team. Phil Jackson said, "The strength of the team is each member, and the strength of each member is the team." So think back to the pit crew again. If one person fails to do their job, it could cost the race. Each person must trust that the other person will do their job and do it right. The goal of a victory is what drives each member to succeed. Lewis Hamilton, Formula One race car driver with 105 wins, is famous for saying, "We win and lose together." In other words, if there is a win, we all win. But if there is a loss, we all lose. If you want to build trust among your team, you must do the following. Have clear goals. Everyone should know what the goal is and what needs to be done to accomplish it. You need to understand the strengths of your team. Your team will never work effectively if everyone has the same strengths. Look at what needs to be done and who can get it done. You need to ensure you have a diverse team. Your team should have varying personalities, backgrounds, opinions, and experience levels. You need to practice what you preach. You must lead by example. Are you willing to put in more work than every member on your team? You should, as the leader. Finally, you must excel in communication. That means in speaking and listening. It goes both ways. I have another video on the art of listening, and I'll put the link in the description. Remember, the success of your team relies on trust. Effective teamwork means the difference in a win or a loss for your organization. Finally, never forget that trust is what moves your team through chaos. A true team will see success on the other side. Thank you for joining Great to Lead. I hope you found value in the content today. I'd love to hear ways that you build trust among your team. Until next week, strive to be a leader who inspires and leads with greatness. Next week's topic will be Make It Personal.